Hey guys, I'm ready to do a badass ho-ho. And I'm back with another Matthew. And Christmas is coming up. I want to do a badass ho-ho. So that means I talk about Christmas movies. So a better way to start it off without Christmas Vacation, a good little comedy horror, like a good comedy Christmas movie. Let me talk about the Grinch. Let me get into some Doctor Who. Not Doctor Who. Some Dr. Seuss. Doctor Hoosey Woosey Hooey Woosey stuff. There. Now, Dr. Seuss. He made a good cartoon. It was a pretty solid little Christmas cartoon that was entertaining enough to keep your entertainment levels in an okay balance. But the remake was... I like to describe the makeup and I will describe the makeup, the practical effects. Looked horrendous and good at the same time. How the Grinch Stole Christmas in 2000, the makeup looked like the Who's were just a bunch of creatures. The makeup looked horrendous and forgettable and looked horrible. Even the Grinch. I know it's about Doctor Who, but just here's an idea. How about you don't do Dr. Seuss movies in real life and live action, and just keep on doing them in CGI or cartoon? That's way better. I mean, the makeup in How the Grinch Stole Christmas looks terrible. I mean, look at that makeup. You know that's just a bunch. The practical effects look bad. And as for the village, the set designs, they're okay. But the only thing that looks real in this movie is Cindy Lou Who, and all the other people who actually have noses instead of that animal-like Who shit actually look real. Max is the one that was real. The Grinch's makeup, Jim Carrey, I don't know if he did good or not, but the Grinch makeup looks terrible. Terrible. But Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey does his Grinchy, grouchy, naughty scenes very well. Good. Jim Carrey, he's still hilarious and kind of silly and cartoonish, but good choice there. You chose Jim Carrey. Good choice. Hopefully Ben Affleck can do good as Batman. So, yeah, if he does good as Batman, good choice. So, yeah, and Freddy Krueger in the 2010 remake, good choice. Jim Carrey in How the Grinch Stole Christmas, good choice. Yeah, I don't know what people choose good choices for when terrible and like some terrible movies and some good movies, but How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2000 remake. You know what, I'm just gonna give ratings for these Christmas movies in my badass ho-ho. I have to give How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the remake, not the cartoon, a 1 out of 5. A 1 out of 5. Terrible, but there is one scene that makes it from a 0. It's when the Grinch actually steals Christmas. That's the title. But it's done in a really creative way. That's the only scene I like in the movie. When he steals Christmas, because it's done in a really creative way. And it's also in live action, so yeah. It's done in a really creative way, but yeah, the rest of the movie is just terrible. And also not all of it's terrible, because they did show the backstory. That was cool. I like that. I also like the scene where the Grinch actually finally steals Christmas. That's what we've been there for. Not some boring, pointless characters with stupid character traits and stuff. No. Do you see this cat? This is how sad when you show him the Grinch remake. Look at him. Look at him. Don't look away. You know you love him. You know you love him, YouTube. So get 1 million views. Do it. Cats want a good Christmas movie. So you won't make them this sad. Alright. Next one. Jingle All the Way. Yeah, it stars one of my favorite actors of all time, Arnold Schwarzenegger, but all the movies I know of him are like all rated R, except for one. Damn you, Batman and Robin. Eyes, freeze, penguin, eyes, penguin, eyes. That's how I saw Batman and Robin. And it was terrible. I have to give Batman and Robin a 0 out of 5. And Jingle All the Way, it's about a guy who trying to get like a Terminator doll for like his kid. Yeah, I enjoyed it. There was some touching scenes, some scenes where it's like, oh no, I'm not supposed to do this. It's Christmas. Why am I being naughty? It's like, it's Christmas. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I am the Terminator. Why am I doing this? It's like, some scenes are like that. That's how I see it. So, yeah. Kitty. Now, yeah, I have to give Jingle All the Way a 4 out of 5. However, let me think of some other good Christmas movies. Gremlins. It's still a Christmas movie, even though it's not. It's a horror comedy. I love Gremlins. I love that movie so much. It's still a Christmas movie. It's not a Christmas movie, but it still belongs on this list because it takes place in Christmas. It's still one of my favorite movies of all time, Gremlins. I have to give Gremlins a 5 out of 5. It's that good. It's yet scary and yet comedy and funny because, you know, the Gremlins are still scary and, like, if you go up close with them, they look scary and they're killing people. But yet at the same time, they're hanging out and having fun, being friends, texting, doing stuff and hanging out in the movie theaters and watching Snow White. It's all fun with them. You don't know if you're laughing or you're scared. I have to go. That's why Gremlins is a 5 out of 5. It's my favorite movie ever. It's one of the best movies ever. It's a must to see. You need to see it. And yet, let me think of some others. Let me think of some others. Elf for 3 out of 5. Yeah. Let me think of some others. Shrek the Halls. That was a television event. That was good and enjoyable. 3 out of 5. Let me think of some others. What am I gonna think of? Stuff. No. Excuse me for a second. Excuse me. Would you excuse me for a second? Oh, okay. I'm back. Because I am back. Alright, let me get out the badass ho-ho and talk about some stuff. Yeah, let me talk about Man of Steel 2. Man of Steel 2, it's gonna be, I don't know how it's gonna be. I'm afraid it's gonna be turning into Iron Man 2. Let me explain why. Because there's 2 people. One has to be a hero or sidekick. And another is a girl from the comics you already recognize. So yeah, let me compare and contrast. A a hero and a sidekick? Check. As a female character that's popular in the comics? Check. A villain? Check. And Lex Corp might even make robots. Let me think. Identities? Check. So, yeah. Hopefully it's not Iron Man 2. If you know what I mean. And, yes, I am planning on seeing The Hobbit Desolation as Smaug. I heard it's really good. Heard it's all spectacular from Jeremy Jahns. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to it so far. And, like my haircut, I want my emo hair back. But anyway, you're still going to recognize this hair. But I want to see The Hobbit Desolation as Smaug. Jay can go watch his, little Disney new movie. You can go watch his, kiddish Disney movie, which is probably still going to be good, but still. This is a PG-13 movie. It's only for mature people. It's only for mature and cool people. I'll see you guys next time. Come on, subscribe. Click it. Click it now. Come on, what are you doing? Do it now. Do it. Do it or I'll shoot you. Come on, subscribe. Click it. Click it now. I'm right here. So see you later, filmmakers, and subscribe.